because people are losing hope. And so I am here. I am the hope dealer today. Hey guys, oh man, welcome back. Have you guys been enjoying the channel so far? I mean, I get the opportunity to go through the editing process and I look at some of the content that we have for you guys and I get excited for you all. You know, everything from mentorship and inspiration and mukbang or mukbang, however I'm saying it. We're eating and talking. And you know, today I just wanted to come up here and give you guys 7 tips on just how to live a life of no limits. And I think that's really important. So before I get started, definitely, if you are watching for the first time, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me. And share this video, and please make sure you go ahead and you hit the subscribe button, because I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to interact. You are now part of the Makia Troche Let's Build Together channel, and I want to make sure that we stay connected. Secondly, if you are a returning subscriber, if you've already subscribed to my page, I want to thank you. Thank you. You know, recently we reached 100 subscribers and we did that in under 4 weeks. So I have to thank my subscribers. I have to thank my viewers. You guys are so amazing. You are my family. You're my extended family. You're my virtual family. And I just can't wait for this channel to continue to grow so I can learn about your children and what you do and all those things. And that's why I asked you guys to comment. So make sure throughout this video today that you make sure that you hit the like, the comment, the share. Make sure you get those post notifications. So you got to hit that bell so you know when I'm dropping the latest and greatest on you guys. So I'm going to make this really quick because, you know, when I do something that's motivation or we're talking about business tips or things like that, I try to keep it quick and simple. Please make sure you follow me on my social media pages. Make sure you email me if you have any questions for me. I am here to help you guys. But again, this channel would not be thriving the way it is as early as it is if it wasn't for you. So I would be remiss not to say thank you. So what am I going to talk about? I think I've already mentioned it. I'm going to just talk about 7 quick tips. I don't think if it's tips, just 7 things that I want you to be reminded of when you're trying to live a life of no limits. And, you know, it's coming around the holiday times, and a lot of times people start to get defeated. So if you're someone who's watching my video right now, I just want to tell you that you got this. Please feel free to email me or inbox me if you need some daily encouragement. I'm surrounded by women and men that absolutely pray for me and pray for my vision. And you know what? Just toss your name in a hat and we can go ahead and pray for you. So I wanted to definitely get that out there. So let's talk about living a life of no limits. And let me tell you why I wanted to talk about this. I scroll through social media often, and there's a lot of depression on the timelines if you pay attention. Not so much on IG, because on Instagram we're posting real-time things, what we're doing, whether we're eating or whether we're out. We're posting pictures of family or whatever our interest is. But if you go to other social media outlets, maybe our Twitter accounts or maybe our Facebook accounts, if you still have one. I know I have Facebook. I'm active on Facebook. If you still have those, you kind of scroll down the timeline and you start to get discouraged because people are losing hope. And so I am here. I am the hope dealer today. I am here to instill some hope back into you today and let you understand that you can do everything, anything that your heart desires, everything and anything that your heart desires. If you decide, if you make up in your mind that you're going to live a life of no limits, that's what we're talking about. Okay. So here's the first thing. Don't put limits on yourself. Do not limit yourself. And I'll tell you why. You're going to come across people in this world that will already put limits on you based on what you've already accomplished or based on how passionate you are or their lack of. They may not see your passion, but you're very passionate about it. And so they're already going to put limits on you. They're going to say, well, he or she, they're not able to get this done because of X, Y, Z. Okay, let's just kind of keep it in that format. I need you to understand that you cannot put limits on yourself because you have the world against you on some days. I'm not saying that that's all the time, but let's be realistic. There are some days where you don't feel like yourself. You don't feel like you're really chopping away at your goals. And then you just feel like, you know what? I've reached my mark. I'm done. I can't do anymore. No, do not put limits on yourself. As long as, I usually say this, as long as there's air in my lungs, I am limitless. It doesn't matter what I'm going through right now. Okay, a lot of you who are following me on my social media pages, you know that for the last 75 days as of this video, I believe, about 75 days or more, I have not been able to walk independently. Now imagine if I had allowed my inability to walk because all of a sudden my legs just decided that it was not going to work. My brain and my legs are not communicating. And so I use an assistive device to get around. Now, if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't know that. Why? Because I have chosen to live a life that has no limits. There is no doctor, there's no diagnosis, there's no ambulatory aid that can put a limit on what I have been placed on this earth to do. And so I'm telling you the same thing. Do not limit yourself because you have people around you that may or may not support you or that don't support your vision. Let's just be honest, right? Those people already putting limits on you. So I'm telling you, you fight to the end. Tell yourself, you wake up every day, today I am living a life of no limits. And can't anybody change that but you? If you let anybody infiltrate your thinking, guess what? That's going to be on you, because I'm sharing this video with you today to let you know you got this. Okay. So that was number one. Let's see. I don't want to lose my notes. So I just kind of go down here and I say, okay, here's number two. It's the way you think of yourself. How do you portray yourself? Do you speak good things into your life? Again, we're talking about no limits. And so if we're living a life of no limits, that means that you have to speak positivity into your own life. Don't speak death. We understand that this tongue can lash, curse, and bless people all at the same time. But why not use it for good? Why not take away negative self-talk and speak life into yourself? By doing so, you will create the future that you're trying to obtain. You will be on the path that you're aspiring to go. You will be able to reach the goals that your heart has desired for so long. But you have to first remember, speak life and not death, because you have the power. You have the power to design your future. Obviously, there is a higher power, right? For those of you that are, that have a center of faith and you understand that, but it doesn't mean that you just sit there and wait for things to happen. You have to go out there and you have to get some stuff done, but you also have to remember that you have to speak life into your vision, life into your dreams, life into yourself. Okay. That was number two. All right, let's keep going so we can wrap this up. I think if you decide, here's another one. If you make a decision that you're going to continue to push yourself even though you don't feel like it, I think that's living a life of no limits. Again, I shared a little bit about what I'm going through right now. And again, I don't come up here for me. I come up here for you guys, okay? So just imagine, the doctor said, well, I don't know, Makia, when you're going to be able to walk again. And what if I just sat down and didn't continue to work on my conference that we have coming up in 2020 here? What if I decided not to mentor the people that I've been assigned to? What if I didn't decide to start on those chapters on the book? What if I didn't decide to do my YouTube video and be consistent? What if I just said, you know what? I can't do it. No, I can. I can do anything because I'm living a life of no limits. And what does that mean? That means that I push past my quit. Even when I don't feel like it, I still get up and do it. Even when my legs don't want to cooperate, I still get up and do it. So I'm telling you, I want you to push past your quit. You need to get up and push yourself. And if you have an accountability partner, allow them to drag you out the bed. I said it. Allow them to just get up in your grill, be all up in your plate, and say, are you kidding me? Listen, the people that I have mentored over the years, I'm tough when it comes to coaching, and I'll tell you why. Because you can't say, well, I want to free my family, or this is what I want to do, and then I let you lay in a bed for a week. I wouldn't want that for me, so I'm definitely not going to want that for you. Push past your quit, and I need you to push yourself, okay? All right, let's go to the next one. I don't want to forget it. Hey, I'm going to quote Zig Ziglar for you guys, okay? I just thought I'd throw that in there, and I'll make sure to quote him. He says that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. How many of you believe that? Comment down below. And if you're enjoying this content, please, because I get so enraptured with you guys and what it is that I'm sharing, sometimes I forget to tell you to comment. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know if this is helping you at all. Make sure you comment, like, and share. And please, more importantly, I want you to go ahead and subscribe. And do not forget to hit that post notification bell so you know when I'm dropping the latest and greatest, okay? So back to Zig Ziglar. You just have to get started. Nobody said you had to be great. I don't care what it is. Are you pursuing a degree or whatever the case is? Some people say, you know what? Let me tell you what I admire a lot. When I scroll through the news channels, not the things that make you sad. I'm looking for the good stories, like the touch my heart stories. I love when I see someone who is 60, who graduated from med school, someone who is pursuing their degree in law. That is so good to see. They didn't have to be great to get started. They just needed to start. They needed to just make up their mind that they wanted to be great. And so you guys have to make up your mind. I'm living a life of no limits. I'm going to ask you this. This is a sidebar, okay? Let me ask you this. What do you do with your time? Because in order to live a life of no limits, you have to be good in your time management. If your time management is poor, and I'll do a video on that later on, I'm going to do a video on time management and prioritizing and things like that, because I think it's really important. You can also look at my video, check out my video on business plans, because if you incorporate your time management into your business plan for the upcoming year, I think this will help you too. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and drop a video out for you guys regarding that. But what are you doing with your time? How can you say I'm going to live a life of no limits if you're wasting the time that you have? What do you do, especially if you're an entrepreneur? How do you set your day? How do you end your night? How do you prepare for the next day? How do you prepare for the week ahead? What is it that you're doing? You can't live a life of no limits if you're wasting the time that has been given to you, okay? Needed to throw that out there. All right. So here's another one for you guys. A lot of people will tell you that it can't be done. A lot of people say, you're not going to be able to do that. Excuse me while I reposition my tushy, right? A lot of people are going to tell you, you can't do it. It can't be done. I have had that. And I don't know about you guys. I have shared this in many trainings that I have done. When someone says it can't be done, or you can't do it, or it would be impossible, or it's going to be hard for you to do, for me, it is like taking, when we got to fill the lawnmower up from the little container, the little gas container. It's like someone is now taking a gas container and just fueling me. And it's not for that individual. You're doing this for you. So when someone tells you that you can't do something, I want you to understand that they are trying to place limitations on you because in their own ability, they're limited. And I want you to be encouraged today. Don't listen to the naysayers. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to happen. I look at the most famous people in the world. I study people, and it happens. I mean, you can be a multi-billionaire. You're going to have someone who says something negative. You can be middle, lower income, higher, upper income. It doesn't matter where you fall. If you are doing something positive, you may get that backlash. But it's okay because you've already determined in your life that you're going to live a life of no limits. Do not let anyone speak death into your life, okay? So I'm hoping that I'm helping. Now let me look down. I know you'll be like, Micaiah, look at me. I'm looking at y'all. But you know that I always come on here and I make my notes because I don't want to forget to tell you guys anything important. While I'm looking down, would you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me? Would you go ahead and share to your social media pages? Would you go ahead and tell your friends and family? You know, let's get to our next goal. We just hit 100. That's because of you. So why don't we go ahead and hit our next goal, 200. We're not going to be greedy about it. We're going to just take steps so that there is no limit to how many subscribers that we're going to reach. And there is no limit to the content that I'm going to continue to bring because I'm passionate about this. And I think you guys can tell. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the share button. And what I'm telling you, boom, hit that post notification bell so you'll know when I'm dropping what? The latest and greatest. Let me look down, okay? You guys go ahead and subscribe. Let's see. I don't even know if I gave you all 7. Hold on. Oh, here's another one. Sometimes when you're setting goals for yourself, you may set a goal so high, and I'm not saying that it's impossible because anything is possible. Trust me, I am a woman of faith. Anything is possible. But you have to make sure, and that goes back to my business plan video, okay? Breaking it down, maybe you have to break it down by quarter. Maybe you have to break it down, maybe, you know, you're going to accomplish this one half of the year. You're going to accomplish this the next half of the year. However you have to break it down, please make sure you view my business plan video because I think that will help you put this a little bit into perspective. But if you aim too high, and there's nothing wrong with it, you may want to make sure that you got the ammo, the stamina, the mental toughness to be able to accomplish that big goal that you're trying to take on. I'll tell you why. Because it is at that point that you start to feel that you may just have bitten off too much and therefore you want to quit altogether. That's not living a life of no limits. So what you want to do is you want to eat that elephant one bite at a, okay, Peter, I'm not talking about eating elephants. I don't eat elephants, guys. I don't. I'm using it as an example, okay? If you were in the jungle and you had to survive and it was just this big old elephant there and you're like, we can't put him between 2 buns, right? You'd have to eat it as metaphorically, okay? So the way that you accomplish your goal is one bite at a time. You set a goal, a small goal, you accomplish it, you accomplish it and you like, check, I did that. You set the next goal, check, and then you start to feel like, wow, the people that put limits on me, I no longer feel that. Don't carry somebody else's burden on what you can't do. Go ahead and shoot high. I've always said this, and I've heard this from many of the people that I've had mentor in my life over the years. If you shoot for the stars and land on the moon, you're still doing good. You get what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that you guys are taking some of this. I want you to apply what it is that I'm saying. Today's video is just to inspire you. It is to motivate you. I got some good videos coming up. You know, my videos come out Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So be on the lookout. And the way to be on the lookout is to make sure you hit that post notification bell. The last one I'm going to tell you, in order to live a life of no limits, we probably on 8, 9. I done forgot. I done count it. Don't worry. We'll make sure that it's accurate. I'll make sure that you have all of them so you can always go back to this video to refer, okay, to reference. Never quit. Never quit. A life of no limits requires you not to quit no matter the cost. It may cost you sleep. It may cost you time. It may cause you heartache. It may cause you gray hair, which I color with my color pen. No, I'm joking. I have my hair stylist color my grays because I got them. Pursuing a business, pursuing a degree, pursuing anything in life can be very difficult. But I have to tell you, you cannot quit. You cannot live a life of no limits if you throw in the towel. I posted this on my social media page. I saw it somewhere else and it was actually a repost. And I said, some people, when it gets tough, they throw in the towel. Me, I don't even show up with one. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit the post notification, leave me some love, follow me on my social media pages. And as always, XO, boom!